everyone, welcome back to the show. Now I have with me on the show Anushka Pinimasarava, an up-and-coming designer here in Sri Lanka, and we've been speaking about his journey so far, and of course I'll ask him about some of the trends that you should look out for when it comes to this year's fashion. Now Anushka will be featured on a show called The Runway 2014, which is happening on the 22nd and the 23rd of April 2014, and it's a very exciting show to look forward. Many designers just like Anushka who are big names here in the fashion industry in Colombo as well as Sri Lanka, as well as international designers who will be featured at this show. But we have more details of that show, The Runway, coming up for you towards the end of our show. But right now, Anushka, now I promised our viewers that I'm going to ask you about the trends that they should look out for in 2014. Let's speak about that.
Yes, there was a time there, like at one time the pink was a color for a lot of people, like even for guys, like, you know. Now actually the current trends are in Sri Lanka as well as in the world. They go for these luminous colors, like, you know, like luminous green, luminous blue, and luminous pink, and they like to wear, like, you know, when it's come to casual stuff, like, you know, when it's come to casual. When it's come to office wear attire, or like, you know, like certain, like, you know, the people who like to people like to wear really dressy, not really dressy, like, you know, half dressy, like a semi dressy sort of.
Okay.
So they actually Jackie Kennedy style is like really in trend nowadays. Like, you know, yes, they like to wear the knee-length skirts with the slits at the back, or slits in the front, or the sideways, and with very baby, in the colors like baby blue, baby pink, and
so
like, you know,
pastel colors.
Pastel colors. And again, they like to wear jackets, like, you know, even in today in Sri Lanka, it's a really good thing that I really appreciate, like, you know, Sri Lankan people, especially ladies, they like to wear jackets, like, which is a good thing for me, of course.
Yes, of course.
So they like to wear jackets and like nice tops inside. Like, it's a really nice thing actually. When it's come to world fashion, like, you know, like I said about the luminous things, the girls like to wear like luminous lingeries, like lingeries inside, and like see-through material t-shirts.
So go for sheer
very sheer stuff, sheer t-shirts, and like, you know, with the boat necks and all that. Yeah, it's really nice. With of course with the heels. And there's another trend which was again in 90s, somewhere in 90s. I think it's in early 90s. It has come back now. They like to wear heels with the socks. So with the frilly socks, when it comes to girls, like, you know, they like to wear the socks, and then the, like, you know, colorful socks to match their lingerie. And then the heels, like, you know, you might think it is very
yeah, you don't really see that kind of trend here in Sri Lanka, is it? But I guess
not
internationally.
It is internationally, but in the Sri Lankan climate and all, like, I don't think that you can actually pull that off that easily. So
maybe not practical, but the heat these days is something that everyone is talking about, and it can get pretty hot during the day. Now it's the morning right now, so I'm sure everyone is cooling off, but as it gets towards noon, it can get really hot. So what are the sort of practical things you can do in your clothes to help with the heat? Yeah,
nowadays when it's come to menswear designers in Sri Lanka, even internationally, they have come up with this thing, this method called jackets without lining.
Okay.
Jackets,
because usually you get like shiny lining.
The shiny lining. Yes. So it was not a new thing. It is not a new thing. It has been there before as well. So now it has come because it is very comfortable to do that. With, like, you know, with highly technically tailored jackets without the material, without the lining material inside, or the fusing inside. So then if you make a jacket out of linen or cotton, it is very easy with our climate. You can actually wear it with a cotton shirt or whatever, like a cotton shirt, very nicely ironed, nicely pressed cotton shirt when it's come to guys.
Okay.
And even for ladies, that jacket would really go. It's really nice to wear. It's nice to see a lady when it's in office with a nice jacket and like a nice shirt, and even for your jeans or your nicely tailored pants, you can actually wear a jacket. It looks really professional for that.
Definitely.
Yes.
And a very power woman sort of look
Exactly.
going on for the ladies. So a jacket without lining might be an option for these hot days, and that's a tip from Anushka. But now these are trends that, you know, should be here in Sri Lanka.
Yes.
And maybe some people are following these things. But
Yes.
what do you think about the designers that you see in the fashion industry in Sri Lanka these days, and sort of designs that are coming out?
Yeah. Before that, I must tell you one thing, because these jackets and the business suits is not what I do when it's come to my designs, because I do a lot of elegant stuff. So, but I just, since you asked that, I said it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So coming back to the question.
For you.
Yes.
At home.
So coming back to the question that you asked. You ask about the designers. Yes, there are a lot of designers who have come up, like I am. There are a lot of young entrepreneurs. It is really good thing, because that means in Sri Lanka is becoming a fashion hub, which is a really nowadays it is even right now. Sri Lankan fashion culture is being decided by East Asia most of the time, because most of the from East Asia, the material, garments, T-shirts, and all the garments come down, being important to Sri Lanka. So when there are designers, young designers in Sri Lanka, young or old, or anyone who's a new entrepreneur into this into the industry, it will be a new thing, and they will create something new for the people in Sri Lanka. So which is a good thing. I actually see it as a good thing. Yes, and it is a good challenge for me as well. So then I will be looking forward to design more and more good stuff. So
definitely. Now, are there any new things, any new challenges?
Even I am a new designer, so I just like I think it's a good thing being a
designer here in Sri Lanka right now.
Yes.
Okay, that's brilliant. But now let's speak about you. I mean, what about there new collections that you've put out as well? And how do you see yourself changing as a designer?
Yes, exactly. In 2012, I most of the dresses that I have done is inspired by mythical Greek goddesses, mythical Greek statues, and Greek culture in that era, in long time ago, that era. So I use this old dress the old Greek ladies used to wear, which is called chiton, which is just a drape, which is just a piece of cloth, like about few yards of cloth, attached with two garters on the either side of the shoulders. So it is really it looks really nice. It's like two cowls at the both sides. So and then they wear straps like cords in their waist and on their waist and all. And I used that method. I used that pleating method, and I used chains in 2012.
Okay.
So that's what I do. That was the collection that I did when I competed for the design of the year competition in 2012. So then after that, in 2013, I used everything. Most of the stuff I have done manipulate the material garments by stones, and the stones with the brackets, silver brackets. So in this year, I would say from the end of last year to this year, up until now, I have used pearls. So I'm going to put up many things. Even at the runway show, I'll be showcasing something similar to that.
Okay.
Right,
so
yes.
do you want to give away what you're doing at the runway show 2014?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. All right. Then I guess
I should actually thank Rosandas for giving me this opportunity. She's been such a lovely person, very senior in our profession, and she always helped the young entrepreneurs, and I really like to thank her for what she has given us. And she always call us and like give us opportunities. Even right now, I'm really grateful for her.
And she is the mastermind
She is.
behind the Runway 2014, of course. And we'll be speaking to you more about the show in the following segments. But let's speak about now more about the industry here in Sri Lanka. Do you think it's rewarding? Is it hard to be a fashion designer in the industry?
Well, it is. You can't get anything on a bed of roses. Like, you know, you just have to work hard on for what you really have to be. I was in the hospitality industry, and I was working abroad in hotels. Then I joined as now I'm in aviation, so which like
you're balancing so many things at the
you have
same
to
time.
balance so many things, like, you know, with the Sri Lankan economy, Sri Lankan culture. It is very hard, but then again, if you really need something, you will definitely go for it.
Definitely, and we have a very passionate designer with us on the show this morning. Anushka is going to be on the next segment as well. Right now we're going for a very short break. This is Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran.